What is up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Oopscast. This is your host, Grant Ryan.
And your host, Kishan Desai. Thank you guys for tuning in back with us, man. Sorry we left you guys for some time now, honestly. I think it's been like 2 months. But yeah,
Yeah,
no.
last time I had it was with the Firebirds owners.
Hell yeah, man. Sorry we haven't been posting more videos recently of either Oopscast or 5 Minute Fantasy. Man, life's just been kicking our ass with school and whatnot. You know, we got our UC decisions coming up
We're
and
getting beat
whatnot.
up just like Nate Robinson.
Yes, sir.
It's awful, man, but we're almost done. We have a lot
Yeah.
more opportunities now to make videos for you guys to listen and to enjoy.
And we're gonna try our best to make it a more consistent thing. By the way, shout out to you guys who are applying to the UCs right now. It's April, the month where all the decisions come out. Good luck to you guys who are getting all these decisions out. Yeah. All right. With that said, let's kick things off right with the trade deadline, which is last week. So many crazy things went down.
Man, bro, that was insane. What was going on in that time? I think it was last week.
Right. Yeah.
Aaron
No.
Gordon. Who else was it? Nicholas
Vucevic, Evan Fournier. We got Victor Oladipo.
Yeah, bro. To be honest, Vucevic was the biggest surprise to me because I know they said that he didn't want to get traded from Orlando because he felt like he was at home ever since he got drafted in 2011 from USC. And I just walk up to them like Vucevic to the Bulls. I'm like, bro, Bulls just got stacked.
Well, to be fair, a lot of people don't know this. He was never drafted by the Orlando Magic. He was actually drafted by the Sixers, and I think even might have played a game for them. I'm not sure, but cause he's been playing for the Magic because he was part of that Dwight Howard trade.
Was he now?
Yeah. So, but no, man, he's been the face for the Magic for like the past couple of years now.
Over a decade, I believe.
Oh man, yeah, that's crazy. Dwight, he was drafted in 2011 and went to the Magic in 2012 because Dwight left to the Lakers around that time. Yeah, shout out to that bum super team.
All right. Let's move on.
Let's move on. But no, yeah, I saw the Magic blew up their whole original core, man, which is it's crazy.
Bro, I mean, to be like, if you really think about it this way, like, what were the Magic doing? Where were they going?
They only made it to the playoffs with that core one time, I think, and they were the fucking 8th seed.
Bro, legit, I think it was last
or twice.
It was 2 playoffs ago before the pandemic season. DJ Augustin hit that one shot. I think it was him against the Toronto Raptors at Toronto. They were up 1-0, and then they just stayed silent afterwards. I remember I was watching that game in Fresno at my cousin's house, and we were like all shocked. And then Toronto just went up to kick their ass.
I agree, man. I agree. No, dude. But I think just those 3 trades. Let's start with the Chicago Bulls trade, man. That fit with Vucevic, I really love that fit.
Dude, and they didn't even give up too much. That's the best part about Chicago.
And I heard that I think Boston was in the run. I mean, I'm a Boston Celtics fan. I would know this. Boston was in the run for Vucevic, but the Orlando Magic didn't do their trade with Boston because they wanted a young asset like Wendell Carter Jr. And the Bulls had Wendell Carter Jr. So, you know?
Yeah, and like I said, the Orlando Magic, they messed up on this trade. Chicago didn't have to give up too many players, and if they did give up players, it's Otto Porter. He has a huge contract. He wasn't. He's not the player that he was 4 or 5 years ago when he was on the Wizards.
I'll give him that thing. Getting Wendell Carter was a great pickup, though. I think that might have been like good for them, you know, because he's an up and coming center. You know, he part of that 2018 draft class where he's part of that Duke team with Marvin Bagley, and I thought he was a great pickup for that squad.
Dude, Wendell Carter was nice on Duke. I remember, and he was pretty nice for like a year or 2 on the Bulls.
A little fun fact, you know, initially I think he was gonna go set out to go play for Harvard, but instead chose Duke over Harvard.
Damn, my boy a nerd, huh? For Harvard.
Nah, man. Another trade that the Magic made with the Boston Celtics for Evan Fournier, they got 2 second-round picks back. Man, that's the best deal. I was so happy when I heard that was all we had to give up.
But I mean, if you think about it this way, it depends on how Boston handles Evan Fournier's situation after the season ends. Because at the end of the day, we don't know if Fournier wants to, stay in Boston or leave somewhere else.
Exactly. But to
I
be
mean,
fair, it's like for a guy, if for a guy with a expiring contract, I think giving up 2 second-round picks is no big deal, honestly.
yeah, no, and I think Orlando played. I think they traded for the perfect amount of assets, not
Hmm.
players, but for picks. Definitely, it's just for the safe game because I'm pretty
Right.
sure Fournier wasn't going to stay with the Magic after this season.
It's not like we're gonna get another Manu Ginobili out of the second round, you know. So I mean,
Hey man, you never know.
you never know. In other Boston moves, you know, they also got rid of Daniel Tice, got Mo Wagner, one German for another German. Uh, they also
Uh,
got Luke
Wait,
Cornett.
Daniel Tice is German?
Yeah, Daniel Tice is German.
I thought he's from Cyprus or from Greece.
You know what? Let me quickly look that up.
I got you. I
Yeah,
got you.
you got
No,
me.
Daniel Tice is. I believe he's from. Oh no, you're right. He's from Germany. My bad.
Never, dude. I obviously I know that. Yeah, I told you he's
Good,
German.
good. No, because I don't know why. Because I think there was an interview where I was hearing them. They're saying like he was from Cyprus, and that actually like kind of caught my attention because for a second I thought he was from Germany because he looked German too. But they say like he
Yeah.
was playing for Cyprus, or maybe he was actually playing for the Cyprus national team because there's sometimes other nationality people that play for different countries. Maybe that's the
Right.
case.
Right. I agree, man.
No, but he
Mhm.
definitely looks German when I saw him at first.
Yeah. No, I really like that we got Mo Wagner. I really like Luke Cornett, bro. Luke Cornett's a fucking god. I like that.
He's a great 3-point shooter.
We needed a player like him. Not only does he bring size, because that kid he's 7'1". He's huge. Yeah, but he can also rebound and shoot the ball pretty well. You know.
No, I agree with that. I remember him when he was on Chicago. All
Yeah.
that guy did was pull up threes.
Even in New York too, bro. I remember when he was in New York, bro. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, no, he was, but I liked him on Chicago. I thought
Oh
they
yeah,
were
because
utilize
he was
him.
they utilized him the most in
Yep,
Chicago. Hell yeah.
exactly. He had a
Mhm.
pretty good role until they tried out other players, and that's
Right.
when they said, "All right, Cornette, you got to warm up the bench."
Oh yeah, dude. And then finally, part of that Orlando three-piece, bro. We got Aaron Gordon going to the Nuggets, bro. Great trade.
Man, like Denver didn't even give up nothing.
They gave up what?
Actually,
Gary
they gave
Harris.
up. Yeah, they gave up nothing. Well, Gary Harris, he's injured,
What is Gary Harris? Who is Gary Harris? Why is Gary
bro.
Harris?
Yeah, like the guy's like he used to be a great shooting guard at the time. Like 3 years ago, I remember that game winner against
Hell yeah,
Oklahoma.
dude! I remember he was the future backcourt for the Denver Nuggets was set to be the Jamal was supposed to be Jamal Murray and Gary Harris, which is yeah, man.
That's what they said
That's
about Wiggins and Carl Anthony Towns. But look at where
but
they at now.
the dynamic duo, the two number one picks, bro. That's crazy.
Man, see how life can just hit you right there.
Shout out to Jokic, though. I love that guy. He's my fantasy team. He's on my fantasy team, bro. I mean,
Shout out to Robert Sacre.
Robert Sacre,
Yeah.
Gonzaga legend, bro. Speaking of Gonzaga, real quick, bro. Shout out to the Final Four matchups tonight, bro. Gonzaga
Let's go
versus
UCLA.
UCLA. Yeah, let's get UCLA, baby. We want to see UCLA win.
It's gonna
How
be a
like?
tough match, but I think they can pull it through if they play the same way like they did against Michigan. Because they're
Oh,
number one seed too, but Gonzaga is like a more dangerous and more lethal college team.
bro.
In basketball
Gonzaga's
mode.
undefeated, dude. They had an undefeated regular season. They're still undefeated right now.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and then on the other side, you got Baylor and Houston, bro.
Houston.
I'm rooting for Baylor right now.
Hey, Alex Houston can win some type of chip this year.
Well, let's get to that. Then the dumpster fire, dude. Speaking of Houston, bro, you know I saw the Houston Rockets bench, bro. I was pulling them into my garage the other day, bro. Black bin, blue bin, green bin.
Bro, wait. I saw them in San Diego though last week.
Real?
Yeah, I think I sent you a picture. Remember? I
Oh
think a
yeah, I
selfie with their
remember.
squad.
Yeah. Did it say waste management on there
Yeah,
too?
yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah, bro. They were cool people though, but yeah.
Smells like ass though.
Yeah, bro, they smell like ass. They're fucking ass on the court. It's just, I don't know, man. It's a disaster for them.
It is a disaster, man. They literally are probably the biggest losers this trade deadline. Because, dude, I think they could have gotten more for Oladipo, but nah, they give him very little, dude.
Bro,
They
they
got
could have
very
got
little.
Karis LeVert They gotta got Karis LeVert
Jared
and
Allen.
Jared Allen and first-round picks.
But yeah, they instead go ahead and take Oladipo. And okay, fine, you take Oladipo, but you could have at least capitalized more off of him.
Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson.
Yeah, I think Duncan Robinson they could have easily gotten. Tyler Hero, yeah, maybe you would have had to throw in a pick or two for him, but still.
Bro, that's Oladipo we're talking about. Like, he's not the Oladipo that was 3 years ago, but he can still be a very, very vital player in the league.
Yeah.
People are forgetting who he was at the time, and he can still play like that too when he's healthy.
I agree, man. I agree, dude.
Bro, I'm sorry. What are they gonna do with Kelly Olynyk and Avery Bradley and the pick swap? Like, what's the logic behind that?
I think I don't know. I mean, just full tank mode. They just gave up at this point. I think in that case they should have traded John Wall too. Why are you wasting that guy's time?
Nah, but the thing is, it's different on John Wall's end because he's coming back from an injury and he's just trying to basically play like it's a scrimmage. He's just trying to get back to himself, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna request a trade later on because he knows it's a messed up situation in Houston.
Right. I mean, dude, if it were up to me, bro, I would want to see him in Denver, bro. I think he'd be a great fit.
Denver.
Yeah.
Wow. Why?
Why? I mean, they need look. Don't get me wrong. Jamal Murray's a great point guard, but I think he'd play a better two guard, bro, next to John Wall. John Wall's more of a facilitator, he can he's a playmaker, dude. He's like a Chris Paul type, like a bigger Chris Paul, or I don't know who else I could, but he's part of that true point guard class, where he's a better passer. He's a playmaker, and even though Jokic does a lot of playmaking, I don't think you want to run all your plays through a center, in a game that's right now dominated by point guards and forwards.
Yeah, to be fair, they did give up RJ Hampton, so it would make sense to get John Wall in some way. But I don't know if that would actually work.
I mean, and if not the Denver Nuggets, I mean, what other team can you even want to give up John Wall to?
John Wall? Bro, the Clippers.
The Clippers. Not that I'm good. I don't want to see him in a Clippers jersey. That's going to look nasty, dude.
No, bro. Imagine him, PG, and Kawhi.
That would be a nasty trio, dude. Dude, who said the super team era was over? It's coming back, bro.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
No, but I like Denver's squad. I think they gave up nothing, and getting Aaron Gordon, he can still get you a cool 20, 23 points per game. When he's dominating with the ball, mostly on the court.
Yeah.
But I don't understand I don't know why they didn't trade Paul Millsap.
Paul Millsap's like that veteran leader, and he's not on a big contract, so.
Yeah, but at this point, it's you want to slowly move him out of that rotation.
They probably will. He's on an expiring deal himself too, dude.
Yeah, but they could have at least get something like anything out of him. They need to start utilizing Bobo more.
True.
Bro, Bobo's nice, man.
Bobo.
That dude is so nice.
Fork.
Bro, that guy can play any position he wants.
Really? I wouldn't play him at point guard, dude.
Bro, that guy.
He might have handles. Don't get me wrong. He does have some handles.
He can dribble nice. He can bring the ball up the court. I've seen him do that a lot when he plays.
I forget that the Denver Nuggets have Michael Porter Jr. He just blanks out of my mind, dude.
Dude, that was funny. I saw this post on Instagram. So it was Clippers taking Jerome Robinson at number 13.
Dude.
And the Denver Nuggets getting him at the 14th pick, Michael Porter Jr.
Bro, that draft, bro, I just want to quickly eyeline that draft, bro. There were so many fuck-ups, bro. You had the Hornets who drafted Shai Gilgeous, then traded him for Miles Bridges. If the Hornets had kept Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, bro, they could have possibly had a duo of Kemba and Shai Gilgeous. And let's say they let go of Kemba, bro. They could have had Shai Gilgeous and LaMelo possibly, dude.
The thing is, though, I don't think they would have drafted LaMelo.
Probably.
No,
And then, okay, fine. The Clippers got Shai Gilgeous, I love that pick, okay? I really like that pick. And I really wanted them to get Michael Porter right after, but nah, they went with Jerome Robinson. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Look, bro, believe me, I was thinking about the same thing at one point, but then again, he had a spinal injury. It's a very, very risky injury, and not every doctor can handle that situation normally. his
Right.
situation
To
actually.
be fair, yeah, the Denver Nuggets are a team that could afford to do something like that, where it's like they already
Exactly.
have a great
Yeah,
roster, and so they could like get a player like him, which I really like. Maybe they're overflowing with young talent, That's what I'm trying to say.
man, they have so many young talent.
Maybe they should trade some of that young talent. That's what I'm trying to say.
You think maybe Monte Morris or who else? Facundo
Because
Campazzo?
Facundo Campazzo, is he even young?
Nah, I think that guy's like 29 or something. He's
Yeah,
considered a rookie though, since he
yeah,
came this year.
yeah. He's kind of like that Milos Teodosic type player,
Oh, my man's 30 years old. Sheesh.
Yeah.
No, but he's still considered a rookie. I thought he was 29, but his birthday was a couple of weeks ago.
No, obviously he's going to be considered a rookie. I mean, that there are a lot of players like that. Look at Arvydas Sabonis, man. When he came into the league, bro, he was 31 and was considered a rookie. So,
Oh, damn.
yeah. Oh man, dude. Speaking of which, bro,
Dude, what
what's
are your
up?
thoughts on that JJ Redick trade?
That JJ Redick trade, are there even any thoughts, bro? Like, has he even played?
I don't think so.
Exactly, bro. He's been on my IL for like the past month. I'm probably gonna
Oh,
drop
my
him for my
fantasy team
team.
is screwed. Speaking of fantasy, my team's screwed, man.
Dude, we'll get more into fantasy in the other video, dude. But yeah, what's it called? What was I gonna say?
Yeah,
The
but
Brooklyn. Go ahead.
I still think I like this trade that they did with JJ Redick.
Yeah, when healthy, JJ Redick is the perfect player for them. They need a shooter right now. They
Oh, they do.
loss of
And
Seth Curry is affecting them right now.
dude, Tim Hardaway is not like himself anymore. Dorian Finney-Smith isn't the best shooter you can say. So getting someone like him, it can jumpstart this team definitely.
Yeah, and it's not like Kristaps Porzingis is proving to be any better right now. Sadly,
Weren't they gonna trade him to Golden State at one point?
they were. I heard there was Golden State, there was Atlanta. It was in the mix too.
But what were Golden State gonna trade for him though?
Kelly Oubre, most likely, from what I heard. But then there was a third tie-in too. There was a three-way trade going on. They were thinking about doing Atlanta gives a thing or what's it called? Fucking John Collins to Dallas. Then Dallas gives Kristaps to Golden State, and Golden State gives Draymond Green and Kelly Oubre to the Hawks. Which I don't know how. I don't know,
I don't
man.
like that fit. I don't like John Collins with Doncic though.
I really like it because the way John Collins plays, I think he's like a lob threat.
Yeah, but lobs aren't gonna get them championships at the end of the day.
He's a better defender too.
Not really. Not
No,
really. Bro, Porzingis can still like play defense. Maybe he's not the offensive
the
Kristaps that we knew from 4 or 5 years ago.
man, I loved Kristaps when he was on the Knicks, bro. Like I would always shit on the Knicks, but then when I saw Kristaps play, I'm like, man, I respect this guy. Speaking of the Knicks, shout out to the Knicks, bro.
Bro,
They're doing fucking good right now, bro.
they're winning games, and they have Julius Randle's their leader of that team, which I'm
Hell
even
yeah.
more shocked. Bro, Julius
Yeah.
Randle is one of my favorite players on that young Lakers squad.
Hell yeah, dude. I remember,
But
bro.
I'm very happy for him. I'm very happy for him because he has that. How can I say it? Like he has so much space to show who he really is as a player. Because he's not a
Exactly.
system player. He's that type of player that can lead in that team to success.
I think Tom Thibodeau might have been the perfect coach for him too.
Oh, definitely. He's leading that player to dominate with the ball, lead that team to win against teams like Toronto, New York, or Miami. They beat teams like that,
New
which I'm
York
very
beating New York.
yeah. New York beating New York.
Speaking of New York, bro, Brooklyn Nets, bro, dude, they really got LaMarcus Aldridge to beat a guy who's 36 years old.
Bro, they're about to, I saw Will Chamberlain. Oh no, not Will Chamberlain. I'm sorry, Bill Russell. I don't know why I mixed them up at times. I saw him working. I was like, I'm coming. I heard there's a team that needs me, so I'm starting to work out. I'm like, bro, it's probably the Brooklyn Nets. They want more.
Oh man,
Dude,
dude.
how much more stars do they need?
I don't know, man. It would be funny if they lose to the Lakers. Like, I'm not a
Dude,
Lakers
I'll
fan.
skip.
Don't get me wrong, but I don't want to see the Brooklyn Nets winning that much. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, I think LaMarcus Aldridge going there was a little too extra.
See, I was actually in the beginning. I was kind of rooting for him when it was just Kyrie and KD. You know, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Kyrie either. But then when they got Harden, I was like, okay, it's fine. But then they got Blake Griffin. I'm just sitting there, and then they got LaMarcus Aldridge. I'm like, fuck. But no, yeah, and
Dude,
then obviously got Drummond on the Lakers too, bro. That was quite the move. I'm happy Drummond's finally playing because he's on my fantasy team. The fucker's been out for a couple of months. Yeah.
No, I'm very happy for him because like I know how much like he was contributing a lot for Cleveland, but nothing was just working out because Cleveland, just a shitty franchise in general. The only relevant player they ever had was LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love. Basically, that's
Shout out to Kevin Love.
Yes, but yeah, like I'm very happy he's on my Lakers. You know, we're gonna be back on top sometime when LeBron and AD come back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone's gonna be scared once those three players come back healthy.
It'll be funny if it all just blows up, though.
Nah, I doubt it. It's just a matter of time for them to like come back healthy. Because I think AD's supposed to come back next week or in 2 weeks.
I want to quickly go back to the Brooklyn Nets. Talk about Kevin Durant and his heated exchange with Michael Rapaport, bro.
Oh, Michael Rapaport took it too far.
Yeah, I don't know why he needed to post all that. Like, don't get me wrong. I when it comes to like social media stuff, I think KD's definitely a diva. I definitely like feel like he's all Twitter fingers, you know.
WWE diva.
A WWE diva. That's fucking crazy. No, I definitely think KD's Twitter fingers, you know, like all he does is text. But to be fair, on Michael Rapaport, then he shouldn't be making KD like he's purposefully making KD look like the bad guy.
Yeah, but that's what everybody's been doing for the last 4 or 5 years. Ever since he left Oklahoma, he just became the villain of the league.
My next chapter.
Straight up. No, but I thought that was a wussy move from Rapaport.
Yeah, I agree, man.
Like I don't know why you gotta share stuff like that. It's a direct message, like it's Instagram. That's like the whole point. It's private. It's private messaging between two individuals, and you decide to share that. Like, bro, quit being a little, you know.
We all know what word you're trying to come up with.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, dude. I mean, yeah. I don't know. With that, it's stupid. It's really stupid.
It's crazy to think how old people like him like decide to just share stuff like that. Like, bro, you're 51 and you're sharing shit like that.
Imagine if KD was playing in the fucking 80s and 70s, like with Magic Johnson and Larry Bird and whatnot.
Oh man, Twitter feud.
No, I feel like if you put Larry Bird in today's NBA, bro, Twitter would be going crazy. We'll just put it at that.
Dude, yeah, Larry Bird can talk so much shit at the time.
Yeah, dude, I agree, bro. I agree. I haven't heard from that guy in a long minute. I don't know where the hell he is right now.
Been a cool minute.
Yeah, man's just, chilling somewhere in Indiana or Boston.
Bro, let's move on to another trade. What are your thoughts on the Lou Williams for Rajon Rondo trade?
Man, who even cares about that trade? Actually, no, I'm not going to joke around like that because Rajon Rondo, my guy Rondo, he's now becoming more of a vital player. Everyone's starting to realize how good this guy is again, And it didn't seem like anything was working out with Atlanta. So I really like the fact that the Clippers got him. But I think the Clippers also gave too much up by giving up Lou Williams. I think they could have given up someone else for Rondo.
What do you think they would have gave up?
Man, who's on that team, bro? I don't remember the Clippers off the top of my head. I mean, you got Sindarius Thornwell still there?
On the Hawks?
No. No, on the Clippers, dude. Who would the Clippers given up for Rondo? Like Mufiandu, Kabangele, bro. No, I'm saying who would if I didn't.
Oh, who would they give up?
Yeah, if I didn't want to give up Lou Williams.
He got traded to the Clippers right before that trade.
Oh, you mean traded from the Clippers, right?
Yeah, he got traded before the Rajon Rondo trade.
Yeah, he got traded to the Kings. Yeah, you're right.
You think I don't know. I wouldn't say Luke Kennard because they just signed an extension with him.
Dude, Luke Kennard's kind of ass too. I'm sorry, bro.
I don't care like that for him. So
yeah, I have him on my fantasy team too. So I had him. I monitored him a little bit.
I don't know. I guess maybe Patrick Patterson in the second round pick would have done things for him.
Yeah, I think so. But honestly, man, shout out to Lou Williams, man. The man can go have his wings at what's that club called, bro, in Atlanta?
Magic City.
Magic City, bro. Mans can go to Magic City anytime he feels like it now.
He's from Atlanta too, so it's like
True.
he's back home now. He can play.
He played for Atlanta before, right? I think he played for Atlanta.
I think he played for Toronto, Philadelphia, Lakers,
Clippers.
Now the Hawks.
I don't know why. He seems like the type of player who's played for Atlanta before, but I guess I can be. But yeah, no, man. I think that was the last trade, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no. With that said, man, this trade deadline was crazy, man. You guys give us your thoughts on what you think about the trade deadline. We're waiting now on just seeing the NBA finals again, dude. National championship tomorrow. Let's see UCLA versus Baylor. That's my call right now. You're getting it right now. Grant, who are you calling, bro?
UCLA and Houston.
UCLA and Houston.
Gonna take it.
UCLA is going to take it. Yeah, same here. Yeah, UCLA is going to win the whole thing. Shout out to Johnny Juzang, Valley kid, on UCLA right now. Man,
good for UCLA, man. Like, no one expected them to go this far. Like, I didn't expect them to go this far.
Yeah, dude.
It's like the competition that they had to face. And I was very, very surprised how USC lost with a large margin against Gonzaga.
Mm-hmm. I mean, to be fair, though, like USC just has Evan Mobley. Gonzaga, dude, that team is good. Jalen Suggs, the Timmy guy, I think.
The senior?
Yeah, the senior, yeah.
Yeah, that guy's good. I know what you're talking about. That guy's pretty good.
Yeah. Man,
yeah, but I'm not saying I expected USC to win, but at the same time, it's like I didn't expect them to like lose with like a big margin. I thought USC would have held them to like a low point game.
Yeah, this is the second time UCLA and Gonzaga are meeting each other in the Final Four.
Oh wow. Those
in 06.
Are going to be very interesting.
Hell yeah, last time when they had Adam Morrison. Oh man, Adam Morrison. That name brings me back memories. Crazy. I think Michael Jordan drafted him to the Bobcats thinking that he was going to be the next Larry Bird. Dude, draft boards had him compared to Larry Bird. I'm like, what the hell?
Hey man, they compared Andrew Wiggins to Kobe Bryant, but look what he is now.
Dude, you remember Deshaun Stevenson?
Yep. Just an average Joe.
And his player comp was Michael Jordan. I don't know how you could get that one wrong, but yeah.
Guys, by the way, Houston and Baylor are playing right now. They're like 7 minutes in. Baylor's winning 14-8 against Houston.
Dude, I want Baylor to win, bro. They got Flo Thamba. They got Davion Mitchell. Two guys that sounds like Donovan Mitchell and Mo Bamba.
Hey man, Donovan Mitchell's suiting up.
All right. Anyways, guys, though, thank you for listening to our podcast. We'll try to get more videos up and going. Be sure to check out some of our old stuff. Like our last podcast with the Firebirds crew. And we'll be out with 5-Man in Fantasy as well. We're trying to get more consistent once again. This is Kishan Desai.
And this is Grant Ryan. Take care, guys. Stay safe, and see y'all later. Deuces.